We are on day number 2. Oh, well, that's 4. 2 of these liberal meltdowns since Donald J. Trump was elected. 47. I need to go ahead and get my repping together real quick. Yeah, the day we came correct. You feel me? But we got a whole bunch of meltdowns to get to today. Before we do that, I do have a couple good gems. Chris Cuomo shuts down Maxine Waters' attempt to blame racism for Kamala's crushing defeat. Oh.
What is the lesson that your party should have learned?
Well, the Democratic Party worked very hard, and they raised, substantial sum of money. We had great candidates, and so Trump had a following, basically generally led by whites. White males voted in big numbers. He had a few from the other race groups that joined in, like the Latinos at 45%, and black men at about the same rate that they did when they voted for him before, at about 20%. That combination won. And so it is not that Democrats did not work hard, did not do a great job. We had an unusual situation where we had a black woman, which this country has never seen before. A combination of all of those things led to his win.
I will not push back on the idea that race and sex matter in America and politics. I think they do. I don't know that it was the controlling variable, and you don't suggest otherwise. To me, it seemed to be that the Democrats thought Trump stinks is enough. And Senator Bernie Sanders said something that reminded me of you, which is why I wanted you on the show tonight, Maxine, which is Democratic Party used to be, we are all about doing for working people. That's what we do. That's what Mario Cuomo's party, that's what Maxine Waters' party was. You are now seen as not that, even by Bernie Sanders.
I will never understand how they don't understand how this happened. They want to blame it on external factors. There's many things that they can point their finger at. It's racism, it's men, it's this, it's that. And I really hate this narrative that because I voted for Trump that I somehow have against my black women. It's crazy because it's quite, how do I say this? I'm doing it for all women, including black women. And y'all out here trying to do the divisive segregation stuff and try to, point the finger and say that the Republican Party is doing what y'all. Man, y'all are the Lulu, okay? Now, speaking of the Lulu.
If you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands. If you've lost faith in humanity, and this is your villain origin story, if you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands.
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out. Let it out.
All these meltdowns are everything. I'm trying to tell y'all, we got a whole, we got 4 years worth of memes. I can't wait to see which one pops out. We really enjoyed that woman who had that green on. It was, oh my gosh, y'all, this deep. I mean, it is that deep. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have been the same way if Kamala would have won. I'm not gonna lie to you because she's the actual threat to our democracy. She's an actual threat towards our future right here. Now, this woman right here brings up an exceptional point. Woman says presidential candidate Kamala Harris lost after she put artists like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion to speak and perform right before voting started.
Honestly, I knew Kamala was going to lose when I seen the decisions that her sorry campaign team were making days before an election. Literally, who would choose Cardi B to come and speak to voters days before an election? Days before an election is your Super Bowl. You put your heaviest players out there. Cardi B was struggling to read from a damn cell phone at an official event. Let's not even talk about her damn background. She wasn't even suitable to be up there speaking to the general public. That's how you alienate people. Even bringing Meg Thee Stallion was alienating, right? Because there's a lot of issues around Meg Thee Stallion right now. So if Kamala's team really wanted to win, they would have rode with the Beyoncés, with a Mary J. Blige, with the Smokey Robinson, you know, people who don't rub people the wrong way. That's what you do during politics. But to have Cardi B, who literally got off that platform and went to Twitter cursing and threatening people's lives, not even, hours later, is ridiculous. Whoever her campaign team were jokes.
Yeah, she got a pretty good point. Cardi B was out there. But that math right there is mathing. You better thank a union member. But no, man, she gets it. She totally understand. Yeah, man, she just named more celebrities that should have been there, though, Smokey Robinson probably would have got, the older people, the older crowd up in there. Somebody says, or stop running the same playbook every election, which is Republicans are racist, so vote for me. Here's a couple of concerts and actually talk about policy. Amen to that. Because now we have a new protest. So I can't find this video. I seen it on my phone and I'm mad I did not bookmark it. But a woman was saying that she should go ahead and protest. All women should protest for the next 4 years and not give up no box. You know what I'm saying? They say we're going to keep that thing on lock, be celibate, go non-status, apparently, as a result of your boy Trump taking that office again. Yeah, but this woman, she just shaved her head to protest Trump's win and to fight the patriarchy. This might be the best meltdown yet.
I mean, all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Because clearly, they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you, too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, perhaps. I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm going to figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because you, that's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. I'm crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. It's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. I'm just talking about regular life stuff I talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement from here on out. Here, I don't care. Better scissors. My hair, cutting it all off. Probably painting a target on my back here, but whatever. At least I live in a state right now that has liver rights still. And we voted out Brandon Williams. Fuck that guy. Back to Texas, from whence he came. We also voted yes on Prop 1, which will codify into law some equal right protections in the New York State Constitution. So we did that at least. I don't know what the other are doing, but I don't know, man. We are embarrassing on the world stage. Oh, God.
That video had at least another 2 minutes in it. No, I can't do it. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't going to make it. I was not going to make it through that at all. But these meltdowns of Kamala losing, man, is taking the world by storm.
Well, look at all the long faces. Look at all the long faces. Huh? What's the matter? You mad Hitler's back in office? Won in a landslide. The kind of landslide they had in North Carolina you didn't do shit about. That kind of landslide. He smoked her. She won one state. What state was that, anyways? She didn't even win that. I thought she won, like, what is it, Samoa? American Samoa? Is that a state? What is that, a village? Doesn't Sandals have a resort down in American Samoa? That's right, he won big. And we want to thank you, the press, for helping him. Because every time you opened your dirty fish holes, his numbers went up and up and up. This is a fantastic night. Somebody just saw Kamala, by the way. heading to the ladies' room with a pack of razor blades. I couldn't be happier. Probably for her legs. But anyways, Trump is president again. He's gonna make America great again and start by cleaning house here. You're all fired. Get out. You think I'm kidding? Get out!
Now, here comes the part that actually really pissed me off. I never thought that Kamala Harris would be able to do so, but after losing the 2024 election to Donald Trump, she did not address her supporters on election night as she initially planned, which I thought was just ignorant. Like, you got people out there to come out there and support you regardless of you losing. They came there for you. Instead, her campaign co-chair, Cedric Richmond, informed the crowd gathered at Howard University, her alma mater, that she would not be speaking that evening due to the ongoing vote count. Yeah, right. She knew she was losing and would address them the following day. We're going to see what he said and then also see what this address the following day was.
You won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in the promise of America. We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken.
This should not be so funny to me. Oh my gosh. Look at him.
So thank you. We believe in you. May God bless you. May God keep you.
We got our country back. And I love my black man.
Harris. Thank you all.
Now, that response that she finally decided to give the next day, I'm going to let Jesse take this away, though.
Last night, Kamala Harris didn't call Trump to concede. She went to bed with Doug and waited until this afternoon to say congrats. Now, we don't know what went down for those 12 hours, but we're going to find out. At 4 o'clock, she came out and told her supporters, it's over.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for.
That's the same exact thing Hillary Clinton said.
Not what we voted for. But hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. While I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win.
There wasn't a dry eye at Howard University or over at 30 Rock.
Tell me what you're thinking.
Well, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of her. I don't think people realize how hard it is to get to where she was. Her fighting through the primary thicket of California politics to become Attorney General, really hard. I mean, this is really hard stuff. And then to be vice president and to step into the most difficult situation in the world, where she had to be completely loyal to Joe Biden and respectful of the fact that he had chosen her, but yet maneuver in a situation. I mean, such political skill. It is just inspiring.
Political skill? Claire must not have seen Kamala on Bret Baier. Now, Trump won because he focused on the future, and Kamala lost because she was only focused on Trump. And now she's just going to hand over the keys to a dictator? Doesn't make sense because she was never serious. She seems to have made her peace, but the media is already calling for protests and interference.
We're going to need the whole country to recognize that risk in advance, to call it what it is when they try it, and to actively resist it.
I have every confidence that pro-democracy forces in this country will continue to stand up and make their voices heard. Some will be citizens, and many of you sitting at home right now digesting this news right now, some of them will be you.
We should protest if the situation arises that we need to protest, which I'm sure it will.
And what about all those Trump trials? They're over. The DOJ can't prosecute a sitting president. So all of Biden-Harris's federal cases against Trump about to go kaput. And the state cases looks like they're on ice for quite a while. Oh, and by the way, Joe Biden just invited Trump to the White House. They're going to have a nice sit down and chat together, as is the tradition after the election. Congrats, Donald. I would have beaten you again, by the way. Nice win, but I might need your help with Hunter. Looking for a pardon. Maybe a job.
And the comment section is even funnier. Candace Owens, she tweeted yesterday, great news, Kamala can safely go back to being Indian again. Oh, man, I love this. I love this. Somebody says, who's ready for Bloomberg, for a booming economy for the next 4 years? I know, right? I was hoping I wouldn't have to hear her rambling voice or cackling laugh again. Amen to that. She looks so bad. Horrible speech. You be a great part of the team. Hope Trump calls you. It's a glorious day, Jesse. You are having way too much fun. I love it. Let's get our surfboards and ride the red wave across America together. All I can say is these meltdowns are everything. Trump winning definitely it's breeding some great content.